Welcome to Stoic Person, a sanctuary where the profound wisdom of ancient philosophy meets the pressing dilemmas of modern existence. In a world that often feels turbulent, the philosophy of Stoicism offers an anchor. This timeless framework teaches us to survive and thrive amidst inevitable adversities. The Stoics believe that within every challenge lies an opportunity for transformation, a chance to cultivate resilience and uncover more profound meaning in our experiences. Epictetus, an enslaved person turned philosopher, once declared, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters." His words remind us that life's accurate measure is not found in external circumstances, but in the strength of our inner responses. Each day presents us with countless battles, external conflicts, internal doubts, and the unpredictable tides of fortune. Yet, as the Stoics teach, it is within these very trials that we find the seeds of our most significant growth. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the art of turning life's negatives into positives. Imagine life as a vast ocean. The waves will inevitably rise, and storms will come, but it is within our power to master the ship of our mind. Through Stoicism, we learn to chart a course not dictated by the chaos around us, but by the unyielding clarity and strength within us. In this video, we will uncover 10 transformative Stoic strategies to empower you to navigate life's difficulties gracefully and purposefully. These strategies are not mere philosophical musings. They are practical tools forged through centuries of wisdom, guiding us to live with courage, stability, and an unshakable sense of control. Let us delve into these teachings together, finding ways to endure life's storms and embrace them as opportunities for profound growth. Because, as the Stoics remind us, the path to mastery lies not in avoiding life's difficulties, but in learning to transform them into our greatest triumphs. 1. Focus on what you can control. Stoic philosophy's heart lies a transformative principle. Focus on what you can control. This deceptively simple idea holds profound power, offering clarity in an uncertain world. At its core, this teaching calls us to separate what belongs to us, our thoughts, choices, and actions, from the vast expanse of external events beyond our influence. By doing so, we free ourselves from the chains of frustration, anxiety, and despair that arise from attempting to control the uncontrollable. Imagine standing amidst a fierce storm, the wind howling and rain pouring relentlessly. A non-Stoic might curse the heavens, bemoaning their powerlessness over the storm. The Stoic, however, steadies their sails, understanding that while they cannot command the wind, they can choose their course. This is the essence of control, not in subduing external forces, but in mastering our internal responses. To focus on what you can control is not passive acceptance. It is an active, deliberate exercise in shaping your reality. Consider the example of navigating a stressful workplace. You may not be able to alter an overbearing boss or a heavy workload, but you hold the power to decide how you respond. Will you let frustration govern your actions, or will you adapt, reorganizing your time, refining your priorities, and approaching challenges with composure? The choice is yours, and therein lies your power. By embracing this principle, we begin to transform our daily lives. We cultivate resilience by releasing the futile desire to control external outcomes, redirecting that energy inward to fortify our minds. In doing so, we find a sense of empowerment, a realization that our peace depends not on the whims of the world, but on the strength of our resolve. This practice does not diminish the weight of external hardships, but reframes them as opportunities for growth. As Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. His words challenge us to see adversity not as a barrier, but as a forge, tempering our character through trials. As you reflect on this principle, ask yourself, what is within my control today? How can I direct my thoughts and actions to cultivate strength and serenity? By focusing on what you can influence, you embark on a path of profound transformation, one where peace and purpose flow not from external outcomes, but from the mastery of your inner world. 2. Accept what you cannot change. Acceptance is often misunderstood as surrender, a passive resignation to life's challenges. However, through the lens of Stoicism, acceptance transforms into an act of profound strength. It is not about yielding to fate, but rather about aligning ourselves with the natural order of existence, recognizing the boundaries of our control, and choosing serenity over resistance. In this lies a liberating truth. When we cease struggling against what cannot be changed, we uncover the clarity to direct our energy where it matters most. Consider the tale of Epictetus, born into slavery, yet rising to become one of Stoicism's most outstanding teachers. Despite the harshness of his circumstances, he refused to dwell on the injustice of his past or the limitations of his station. Instead, he chose to focus on what he could control, his perspective and actions, while embracing the reality of his situation with grace. His life is a testament to the transformative power of acceptance, showing that our greatest adversities can become the foundation of our strength. In our daily lives, the need for this principle becomes evident. Imagine sitting in a traffic jam, frustration building as precious minutes slip away. You cannot control the cars ahead or the pace of the flow, but you can choose your response. Will you let anger take over, or will you use the time to reflect, breathe, or listen to something that enriches your mind? Acceptance at this moment is not about enjoying the delay, but about relinquishing the futile fight against it, redirecting your focus to what serves your well-being. This practice is not about complacency, but about empowerment. By releasing the burden of unchangeable circumstances, you reclaim the mental and emotional energy often wasted on resentment and frustration. As Marcus Aurelius advises, be content with what you are, and wish not for more or less, but for what is. These words remind us that peace is found not in controlling life's outcomes, but in adapting gracefully to its flow. Reflect for a moment on the things you resist most in life. Are they within your control, or are they forces you cannot alter? By embracing acceptance, you do not forfeit your agency. You enhance it, choosing to focus on actions and attitudes that lead to growth. In letting go of resistance, you discover a deeper form of power, one rooted in harmony with life's inevitable rhythms. This Stoic practice invites us to step beyond the futile struggle and into a state of profound equilibrium. It teaches us that while we cannot shape every external event, we can always choose how we meet them. Acceptance, far from a weakness, is the hallmark of an unshakable spirit, a key to transforming life's uncertainties into a wellspring of inner peace. 3. Practice mindfulness. At the heart of Stoicism lies the practice of mindfulness, a deliberate focus on the present moment that allows us to navigate life with clarity and purpose. Unlike the fleeting awareness many associate with mindfulness today, the Stoics saw it as an active discipline, a tool for mastering the chaos of the external world by cultivating tranquility within. Practicing mindfulness fully engages with the present, not as a passive observer, but as a participant deeply attuned to the rhythm of life. Epictetus taught, "It is not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them." This profound insight reveals that much of our suffering comes not from external events, but from our unexamined reactions to them. By practicing mindfulness, we train ourselves to step back, observe our emotions, and choose our responses with intention. This pause, this moment of awareness, separates the reactive mind from the Stoic one, creating space for thoughtful action over impulsive reaction. Imagine a moment of conflict, perhaps an argument with a loved one or a heated debate at work. Without mindfulness, emotions can surge unchecked, leading to words and actions that may later be regretted. A mindful Stoic, however, pauses to observe their rising anger, recognizing it as a natural response, but not one that must dictate their behavior. In that pause lies power. The power to choose calm words, to steer the situation toward resolution rather than escalation. Mindfulness also anchors us against the currents of past regrets and future anxieties. Too often, we allow ourselves to be consumed by what has been or what might be, neglecting the only moment we genuinely possess. Now, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." His words remind us that the present is the foundation of all action and that dwelling elsewhere diminishes our ability to act effectively and purposefully. In daily life, practicing mindfulness can be as simple as bringing focused awareness to ordinary tasks, feeling the texture of your morning coffee cup, listening intently to a conversation without distraction, or taking a deliberate breath before responding to a challenge. These small acts of presence, repeated consistently, cultivate a calm, resilient mind and can navigate life's complexities gracefully. Ask yourself, how often do I genuinely inhabit the present moment? How might my actions and decisions change if I brought greater mindfulness to my daily life? By embracing this practice, you align yourself with one of Stoicism's most profound teachings, the ability to transform the mundane into the meaningful and the chaotic into the composed. In mindfulness, we find peace and clarity to live with intention, embodying the Stoic ideal of a life guided by reason and virtue. 4. Cultivate positive relationships. In the intricate tapestry of life, relationships serve as the threads that weave meaning, resilience, and joy into our existence. The Stoics, far from dismissing the importance of human connection, regarded it as an essential aspect of a virtuous life. Cultivating positive relationships is not merely about surrounding ourselves with agreeable company, but also about actively nurturing bonds that encourage growth, foster mutual respect, and provide steadfast support during life's trials. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "People exist for one another. Teach them or bear with them." His words highlight high relationship responsibility relationships, to uplift others through patience and understanding, and to allow ourselves to be enriched by the bonds we form. A Stoic does not view relationships as transactions, but as opportunities to embody virtues such as empathy, kindness, and humility. Consider the metaphor of a garden. A healthy relationship, like a thriving garden, requires intentional care. It needs the sunlight of honesty, the water of communication, and the pruning of misunderstandings. Without this nurturing, even the strongest bonds may wither. For the Stoic, tending to relationships means approaching them with purpose and reciprocity, striving to give as much as we receive. In practical terms, this philosophy might manifest in our daily interactions. Imagine a moment of conflict with a close friend. The natural impulse might be to react defensively or allow resentment to fester. A Stoic, however, pauses to reflect on the larger context of the relationship. Is the bond worth preserving? If so, they choose patience over anger, seeking resolution rather than retribution. This approach not only heals the immediate rift but strengthens the relationship's foundation over time. Positive relationships are a source of emotional support and a mirror through which we see ourselves more clearly. They challenge us to grow, to confront our flaws, and to aspire to more excellent virtues. As Seneca observed, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." This guidance encourages us to surround ourselves with individuals who inspire us to improve, not through competition but through shared ideals and mutual encouragement. Ask yourself, are the relationships in my life rooted in virtue and growth? How can I actively contribute to their health and longevity? By fostering positive connections, we align with the Stoic belief in the interconnectedness of humanity. Through kindness, patience, and respect, we enrich our lives and become a source of strength and light for others. These bonds, nurtured with intention, become the bedrock upon which we weather life's storms, embodying the timeless Stoic ideal of living harmoniously within a greater whole. 5. Adopt a growth mindset. To the Stoics, challenges are not merely obstacles to be endured but opportunities to refine the soul and sharpen the mind. Central to this philosophy is adopting a growth mindset, the belief that every setback, failure, and hardship is a chance to learn, adapt, and grow. Far from being a modern psychological concept, this principle resonates deeply with the Stoic ethos of embracing life's trials as necessary steps in the journey towards self-mastery. Epictetus once said, "Difficulties show what men are." His words illuminate the profound truth that adversity is not an adversary but a mirror reflecting the depth of our character and the extent of our resilience. A growth mindset empowers us to face life's difficulties not with despair but with curiosity and determination, asking not, "Why me?" but rather, "What can I learn from this?" Consider the example of an entrepreneur facing the collapse of a business into which they poured their heart. Where one might see only failure, a Stoic sees fertile ground for growth, a chance to analyze missteps, refine strategies, and emerge stronger. This perspective does not diminish the pain of the loss but reframes it, transforming failure into a stepping stone rather than a tombstone. Adopting a growth mindset requires a conscious shift in how we view setbacks. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound insight challenges us to see the obstacles that block our path as integral parts of our journey. Each difficulty faced and overcome strengthens our resolve, deepens our understanding, and equips us to handle future challenges with greater wisdom. Daily, this mindset can manifest in responding to criticism, failure, or change. For instance, receiving negative feedback at work may sting, but it also presents an opportunity to refine skills and enhance performance. Instead of resisting the discomfort, a Stoic leans into it, using it as a catalyst for personal and professional growth. Reflect on your recent challenges. How have you viewed them? Have you resisted their lessons or embraced them as opportunities to evolve? By adopting a growth mindset, you align yourself with the Stoic principle of seeing life as a teacher, where every trial holds the potential for transformation. Through this lens, adversity becomes not an end but a beginning, a chance to rewrite the narrative of your life with resilience, wisdom, and purpose. This is the Stoic path, not avoiding hardship but embracing it as the crucible in which greatness is forged. 6. Engage in gratitude practices. Gratitude, in its most accurate form, is more than a fleeting acknowledgement of life's blessings. It is a profound practice of recognition, reflection, and transformation. For the Stoics, gratitude was not reserved for moments of abundance, but was a cornerstone of resilience, a tool to uncover meaning and purpose even in the face of adversity. To practice gratitude is to reframe the lens through which we view our lives, focusing not on what is lacking but on the wealth already present within and around us. Seneca eloquently wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." His words point to gratitude as a way to anchor ourselves in the present moment, grounding our thoughts in what we have rather than what we long for. This appreciation fosters contentment and strengthens our ability to endure hardships by finding value in the smallest moments of beauty and growth. Imagine enduring a particularly challenging day, pressures at work, personal conflicts, and an overwhelming sense of fatigue. In such moments, gratitude might feel like a distant concept. Yet, a Stoic would encourage us to pause and look closer. What small kindness has brightened this day? A comforting conversation, the warmth of the sun, or even the quiet assurance of our persistence. These seemingly minor elements, when acknowledged, can shift our perspective, transforming despair into a sense of calm strength. Gratitude also serves as a bridge, connecting us to others and deepening relationships. When we appreciate a friend's support or a colleague's effort, we strengthen those bonds and cultivate a sense of shared humanity. Marcus Aurelius observed, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, think, enjoy, to love." This reflection reminds us that life's simplest gifts are often its most profound, deserving of our daily acknowledgement. In practice, gratitude can take many forms. Keeping a journal to document moments of joy or writing a note of thanks to someone who has impacted your life are tangible ways to embrace this Stoic principle. Even a quiet moment of reflection, listing 3 things you are grateful for, can transform your mindset and well-being. As you consider the role of gratitude in your own life, ask yourself, how often do I pause to recognize what I have? What steps can I take to incorporate gratitude into my daily routine? By engaging in gratitude practices, you align yourself with the Stoic ideal of appreciating life's inherent richness, even amid its challenges. Gratitude is not merely an emotion but a discipline, a way of living that opens the heart and mind to the abundance already present, guiding us toward greater peace, resilience, and fulfillment. 7. Develop self-discipline. Self-discipline, in the Stoic tradition, is not about rigid self-denial, but rather about aligning one's actions with their highest values. It is the foundation upon which a life of purpose and virtue is built, a steady compass guiding us through the turbulence of desires, distractions, and external pressures. For the Stoics, discipline was not a burden but a liberation, a pathway to inner strength, clarity, and mastery over life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius famously stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." His words highlight the essence of self-discipline, reclaiming power over one's thoughts and actions to live in harmony with reason and purpose. In a world filled with temptations and uncertainties, discipline allows us to choose the difficult path of virtue over the easy path of indulgence, transforming fleeting desires into lasting fulfillment. Consider the example of someone striving for a healthier lifestyle. Without discipline, they might succumb to the allure of comfort foods or skip exercise on difficult days. A Stoic approach, however, reframes these moments not as inconveniences but as opportunities to practice resilience and commitment. Each choice to persevere strengthens the muscle of discipline, reinforcing that mastery over small actions paves the way for conquering more significant challenges. Discipline is not innate. It is cultivated through deliberate practice. The Stoics believed in creating routines and habits that anchor the mind and body, allowing us to act consistently in alignment with our principles. Whether it is rising early to reflect, dedicating focused time to meaningful work, or resisting the pull of distractions, these practices build the mental fortitude to face life's unpredictabilities with grace and composure. Self-discipline also nurtures a sense of accountability. By holding ourselves to a standard of virtue, we become less reliant on external validation and more attuned to the quiet satisfaction of living authentically. As Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This philosophy urges us to define our values and goals clearly and then take intentional steps each day to embody them, no matter how small. Reflect on your habits and routines. Are they guiding you toward the person you aspire to become, or are they holding you back? How might a renewed commitment to discipline transform your life? By developing self-discipline, you align yourself with the Stoic ideal of living deliberately, where each action reflects your highest self. Discipline, far from constraining us, is the key to unlocking freedom. The freedom to live with integrity, purpose, and enduring strength. 8. Seek support when needed. Stoic philosophy, while often associated with self-reliance, profoundly values the interconnectedness of humanity. Seeking support when needed is not a sign of weakness but an act of wisdom, a recognition of our shared nature as social beings. The Stoics understood that no person is an island. Our strength is magnified when we draw from the collective wisdom, encouragement, and solidarity of others. In embracing this truth, we transform our challenges into opportunities for deeper connection and growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "We are made for cooperation, like feet, hands, eyelids, and the rows of the upper and lower teeth. To act against one another is contrary to nature." His words highlight the essential role of mutual support in achieving harmony within ourselves and our relationships and communities. Asking for help, therefore, is not an admission of defeat but an alignment with the natural order, a way to build bridges where isolation might otherwise prevail. Imagine a time when life's burdens felt particularly heavy, perhaps a career setback, a health challenge, or a difficult decision. Alone, these obstacles might have seemed impossible, but by reaching out to a trusted friend, mentor, or family member, you found perspective, strength, or solutions you hadn't seen before. Seeking support becomes a catalyst for resilience, allowing you to navigate hardships with a fortified sense of purpose and clarity. For the Stoics, seeking support also meant cultivating the humility to recognize when strength needed bolstering. This humility is not about diminishing one's abilities, but embracing the collective wisdom in relationships. Epictetus advised, "What concerns me is not how others judge me, but that I should act rightly in their company." Seeking support is not about appeasing perceptions, but engaging authentically with others to strengthen the pursuit of virtue. This principle can be practiced in modern life by building a network of meaningful connections, friends, colleagues, or communities who uplift and inspire us. It also involves reach-seeking, emotional support, or practical assistance. Just as a tree draws strength from the soil and neighboring trees in a forest, so do we grow stronger when nourished by community bonds. Consider the people in your life. Who do you turn to in moments of doubt or struggle? Are there relationships you could deepen or communities you could join to foster mutual support? By seeking help when needed, you embody the Stoic ideal of resilience through unity, transforming challenges into shared victories. This practice enhances your ability to endure life's trials and enriches your relationships, creating a tapestry of strength and interconnectedness that serves as a foundation for personal and collective growth. 9. Let go of attachments. The Stoics taught that one of the most excellent sources of human suffering is our attachment to things beyond our control. By letting go of these attachments, we free ourselves from unnecessary pain and cultivate peace and resilience. This does not mean abandoning ambition or relationships. Instead, it involves recognizing the impermanent nature of external possessions and circumstances and grounding our happiness in what is truly within our power: our values, choices, and character. Epictetus advised, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do, and you will go on well." This wisdom reflects a profound shift in perspective, an invitation to accept the ebb and flow of life with grace rather than resistance. When we let go of rigid expectations, we align ourselves with reality, transforming potential frustrations into opportunities for growth. Consider the loss of a long-anticipated promotion at work. For many, such a setback might ignite disappointment, anger, or self-doubt. A Stoic, however, reframes the experience. What can be learned from this situation? Could this loss open doors to unexpected opportunities or reveal areas for self-improvement? By releasing attachment to the outcome, the Stoic preserves their inner equilibrium and uses the challenge as a stepping stone for growth. Letting go of attachments also strengthens our relationships. When we cling to rigid expectations of how others should behave or what they should provide, we place undue pressure on those bonds. Instead, the Stoic approach is to cherish relationships while accepting that others are autonomous. This mindset fosters patience, understanding, and genuine connection, allowing relationships to flourish without the weight of unrealistic demands. This principle extends to material possessions and status. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This reflection on mortality underscores the futility of attaching our worth to fleeting achievements or possessions. By focusing on what endures, our virtues and contributions, we free ourselves from the transient concerns that so often preoccupy us. In daily life, letting go can take many forms. Releasing grudges, accepting life's uncertainties, or loosening the grip of perfectionism. Ask yourself, what attachments are holding you back? Are there expectations, possessions, or fears that no longer serve your growth? You create space for clarity, resilience, and inner peace by consciously releasing them. Letting go is not an act of giving up. It is an act of empowerment. It allows us to live with greater freedom, embracing life as it unfolds rather than as we wish. In doing so, we embody the Stoic ideal of harmony, unshaken by external forces and deeply rooted in the strength of our character. This practice transforms how we face challenges and experience joy, anchoring us in a life of purpose and serenity. 10. Find solace in nature. For the Stoics, nature was more than a backdrop to life. It was a profound teacher and source of inspiration. By observing its rhythms, resilience, and harmony, they found lessons that guided them through the turbulence of human existence. To find solace in nature is to reconnect with something larger than ourselves, a reminder of life's interconnectedness and the enduring beauty that remains untouched by fleeting worries. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them." This reflection encourages us to step back from the pressures of daily life and immerse ourselves in the natural world. Whether gazing at a clear night sky or walking through a quiet forest, such moments of connection dissolve our sense of isolation, grounding us in the vast, ordered universe we are a part of. Nature also teaches us resilience. Consider a tree standing firm through storms, shedding its leaves in autumn only to bloom again in spring. Its existence is a testament to endurance and renewal, mirroring the Stoic belief that life's challenges, though inevitable, are temporary. Observing nature's capacity to adapt reminds us of our ability to endure after how daunting the circumstances are. This principle is philosophical. It has practical applications in modern life. Imagine yourself overwhelmed by the stress of deadlines, conflicts, or uncertainties. Stepping into a park or simply pausing to listen to the sound of rain can recalibrate your mind, offering clarity amidst chaos. Such acts of retreat are not escapism but an intentional return to a source of strength and balance. The Stoics also saw nature as a guide for humility. Epictetus taught, "You are a little soul carrying around a corpse." This stark reminder of our mortality invites us to view our struggles in perspective, understanding that our existence, though fleeting, is part of a more significant, eternal cycle. By aligning ourselves with this natural order, we free ourselves from the ego's burdens and embrace a more harmonious way of being. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly connected with nature? How often do you pause to appreciate its simplicity and wisdom? By making space for these moments, you cultivate a more profound sense of presence and resilience, echoing the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with the world around you. Finding solace in nature is not just about seeking peace, but about discovering strength. It is a practice that grounds us in the here and now, reminding us of the enduring truths that transcend the chaos of human life. Through this connection, we draw from nature's boundless wisdom, learning to face life's uncertainties with calm, clarity, and a renewed sense of purpose. In nature, the Stoics found solace and a timeless guide for navigating the complexities of existence. So can we. Conclusion. As we conclude this journey through Stoic wisdom, let us pause to reflect on the profound teachings we've explored. The ancient philosophers believed that life's most significant challenges were not meant to break us, but to refine us, shaping us into more assertive, virtuous individuals. From focusing on what we can control to embracing the transformative power of gratitude and seeking solace in nature, these principles offer us a timeless framework to navigate the complexities of modern life with resilience and clarity. But remember, Stoicism is not just a philosophy to be studied, but a practice to be lived. Each day presents opportunities to apply these lessons, to transform adversity into growth, and to approach life with courage and purpose. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. By consistently aligning our actions with Stoic principles, we cultivate a life of depth, meaning, and unshakable strength. I invite you to carry these teachings forward into your daily life. Reflect on what resonated with you most. Was it the call to focus on the present, the encouragement to let go of attachments, or the reminder to find strength in the community? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us engage in a meaningful conversation about collectively bringing these principles into practice, supporting one another in this shared pursuit of growth. If you found value in today's exploration, I encourage you to join our community by subscribing to this channel. Here, we delve deeply into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and its relevance to modern life, offering guidance and inspiration for personal transformation. By subscribing, you stay connected and help spread these powerful teachings to others who may need them. As you continue your journey, remember, the path of Stoicism is not about perfection but progress. It is about facing each day with a steady mind and a courageous heart, knowing that true strength lies not in avoiding life's storms, but in learning to navigate them gracefully. Let us embody the Stoic ideal of a life with virtue, resilience, and purpose. Thank you for being part of this journey, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, be well, stay resilient, and keep striving.